I stand, chaos in my every hand. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Arrows of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the pride. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Attitude tune lights up the sky, sassy sparks that never die. In my world you'll find the flame, burning bright without a name. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Arrows of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the pride. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. Goddess of the wild night, bringing dreams to shattered light. Valhalla's throne is where I reign, with a heart that knows no pain. Arrows of courage and might, feel the passion, feel the pride. Crave the edges of my dance, take a leap, take a chance. In the city, neon lights, dancing under cyber skies. Foxes running through the night, glowing with electric eyes. Wicked wrench from the east, schemes and plans never cease. Flying with wit, she moves so fast in the shadows of the past. Cyber fox run away, alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time, in this world of code sublime. Glitch in the system, clocks rewind, secrets hidden you can find. Tech and dreams they intertwine, through the matrix undefined. Feel the thrill inside your soul, breaking chains to make you whole. Through the chaos find your way, in my kingdom you will stay. Cyber fox run away, alien dreams night turns to day. Project story of the time, in this world of code sublime. In the shadows I reside, with that fire in my eyes. Queen of discord where I stand, chaos in my every hand.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, woman expert.
You finally saw it. I am a woman expert.
You are.
I am. It's almost like
Yeah.
I am a woman.
Although I did not vet you properly. I don't know your qualifications.
That is true. Yeah, fair. Hello, and happy day after Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Woo! Did you have a good Valentine's Day, Josh?
Yeah, it was all right. My mom sent us a gift card to a local chain called Burgatory.
Burger? Is it a? Oh my goodness, that's a great burger place name.
Uh-huh.
That is great. That's a 10 out of 10 burger name. I appreciate this.
Their tag is hell of a burger, heavenly shakes.
It got better.
Yeah.
I want to shake your hand. That is amazing.
And yeah, they have a heaven hell theme in the restaurant, and
that is so
really
good.
Really good burgers.
Okay, so we know where we're taking when y'all come visit us. So y'all know now where y'all are taking us, because we must go there. It is required.
Yeah, it's really good. So our initial plans fell through, because like Becky and I, we went to a place. They said it was a 1 hour wait, and we're like, yeah, no.
What time? Out of curiosity.
This was around 7.
Okay, all right. 7 o'clock
on Valentine's Day. I understand.
Yeah, it's like, okay. I mean, fair
Yeah, I
enough.
mean, we didn't make reservations, so it was we were expecting there might be a long wait. But when we heard an hour, we're like, yeah, no.
I always wonder, is it actually an hour wait, or do they just say that to scare off like 90% of the people that are going to come in? You know what I mean? Conspiracy
I mean, that's
theories.
possible, but I mean, it worked because Purgatory could seat us right away, so that's what we did.
Well, generally speaking, when you think of when people think of Valentine's Day, they think of like really nice like steak or seafood restaurants.
Yes.
But I personally think it is 100% acceptable to get whatever the hell you want for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and the place we were going to was more normal dine-in food. Like they sell like lamb and all that kind of stuff. So like more fancy sit-down food.
Yeah.
So when that fell through, we're like, well, let's just go to Purgatory. My mom just sent us a gift card for it, so why not?
Hell yeah.
And I did what I normally do. They have in addition to the menu, you also have like a checklist where you can just custom your own burger. It has all their ingredients on there, and you can just check everything off that you want.
What does your custom burger look like?
I mean, it depends what mood I'm in because they offer several different kinds of meat, several different kinds of cheese, several different kinds of buns, all different kinds of rubs, all different kinds of ingredients and stuff like that. So it depends on what mood you're in. Last night I had an elk burger.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was elk on a broche bun with a Texas barbecue rub, some honey mustard mayo, lettuce, and apple smoked bacon.
Okay.
With I think it was Gouda cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It was.
You know what I've recently learned?
What?
Because I love mushroom burgers. I absolutely palate high. I love mushrooms, caramelized onions on there. You know, I didn't really need anything but cheese when it comes to that.
We just made Mary hungry.
Excellent. But the thing with like mushroom burgers is, generally speaking, there's so much flavor if you do it right. Obviously, there's so much flavor in the mushroom, and then if you add in caramelized onions, there's so much flavor there. You don't need any other toppings but cheese. Okay. And I have realized, because like a few months ago, I got Red Robin for the first time in like forever, and I decided because I think they were out of, I can't remember if it was provolone or like pepper jack or something. It's my usual, so I decided to go with American. Oh my god, it's so much better with American. There is something about that wonderful plasticky cheese that we have in this glorious country that perfectly meshes with sauteed mushrooms and caramelized onions. I don't know what it is, because I don't like it. Every mushroom burger comes with Swiss, and I'm like, no, I don't want sharp Swiss in my mushroom burger.
A little Swiss goes a long way.
Yeah, like that's a whole ass slice of cheese of Swiss.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm fine with Swiss if you add it with a different cheese. By itself, generally speaking, not a fan. Right? It has to be complemented. To me, it has to be mixed with another cheese or something else, right? So generally, I don't really ever go for Swiss.
I'm not a huge fan of Swiss cheese either. It's very strong.
Yeah, and it's like it overpowers the mushroom. There's certain foods that if you get too much of it, even like a little bit too much of it, it overpowers it. Like if you go out and you get a tropical cocktail and it has pineapple in it. If
Mm-hmm.
they put too much pineapple, it tastes like you're drinking pineapple juice with a smidgen of other flavors in there. And it's just like, well, this is just I would have just
Mm-hmm.
ordered fucking pineapple juice if I wanted this,
Right.
Other flavors do that too. But I hate that on mushroom burgers. They put Swiss on there. I don't like it. I don't know who decided that. Who thought that was the plan? Hell, I even realized the other day that the people who put the pineapple on pizza people, I realized that apparently everyone's done it incorrectly from what it was originally supposed to do.
What?
Yeah, so the original person, whenever they originally started putting pineapple on pizza, it was small slivers. Very thinly sliced slivers, so it caramelized in the oven.
Yeah. That's how I usually do it.
That is not how people usually serve it. For some reason, anytime that I've seen it in pictures and stuff, it is always pineapple chunk, not thin served. Now, I've never tried pineapple on pizza, but that makes more sense, particularly if you get like Canadian bacon involved or ham, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of got that sweet and savory thing going on.
Right.
That makes sense to me. All right, not the chunks. And that's what people think of when they think of pineapple on pizza. They think of the chunks of pineapple, and that makes no sense to anybody. But yeah, because that's it. That's actually the incorrect way to make that pizza.
Yeah, when I usually do it, I have them like chopped pretty thin.
Yeah, if you just go to your generic like pizza restaurant, like chain, it's chunks.
Mm-hmm.
It's always chunks, and that's just annoying to me now because I'm like, oh, so quite frankly, there could be a lot of people that actually like pineapple pizza, but because people have been making it wrong because they're under the impression that it's chunks. They can't get past it. Silly, stupid thing. Oh, and aged smoked cheddar is, I believe, like Loki's favorite, along with Colby Jack cheese.
Aged smoked cheddar is really good.
It is. You get a good like crumbly cheddar that's aged in smoke. Oh yeah. Actually, fun fact. One of Loki's favorite cheese brands is called Red Fox.
Oh.
Y'all have Kroger's up there, right?
Yes.
Okay. I never know because sometimes we assume like I thought HEB was everywhere until it wasn't. So I just want to make sure. Yeah. But usually we get it in that. That little. You'll get the fancier Kroger's. Sometimes we'll have that big deli section with Murray's deli, like the cheese. You know what I'm talking about? No,
I do.
Okay, there we go. That's where it is. So if you want some good cheddar, there. Now, smoked and aged, I haven't found one that I can name off the top of my head. But if you can find like a smokehouse that also does their own cheese. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Now that we've made everyone hungry.
So what did you guys do for Valentine's Day?
Oh, all right. So I took the day off.
Okay.
And actually, I also had President's Day off, so I have a 4-day weekend. So I was like, hell yeah. I was already gonna have a 3-day weekend, so I decided to make it 4. Let's see. We gave each other our cards and presents, and then we got takeout, and we played video games together for like pretty much the whole day before we went on back tube. So, oh yeah.
Okay.
And then today, it's kind of like yesterday was like a part 1 because today we're going to the Final Fantasy concert. That's happening here in Houston, and Final Fantasy VII is the game that he and I both bonded over when we first got together, and they're having an orchestra play it.
Oh, okay.
They're doing like a world tour of it, and just so happened that today was the day they were going to be in Houston. So,
Okay, so you guys will be doing that later.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that later today. That's kind of like our part 2. So,
okay, that's cool.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. And we were thinking about going and eating at the place that they have, where they're going to be having it. But we looked at it, and it's like, how do I put this? It's not fancy. It's like, when there's like a nice restaurant in a hotel, it's not like fancy because it's part of the hotel, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it is at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And their prices reflect that, and it's a very small menu. And you're kind of just looking at it, and you're like, let me see if I can.
Like, this plate costs more than my room.
Okay, I'm trying to see if I can just get you a quick. I'll just throw out a menu item for you real quick.
Okay.
If it will load. Okay. So first of all, be very scared because apparently on their website they do not show the prices.
Oh, that's always a concern.
I'm trying to see if I can just get one from Google.
Yeah, when they don't show the prices, that means it's pricey.
All right, here you go. Gulf shrimp cocktail. So cocktail shrimp, right? Yeah. You get your little glass and your shrimp. How much do you think that is?
What's the size of the shrimp? Are they like small or more
it says
jumbo?
Gulf shrimp. It doesn't say.
Oh. I assume that also like it comes with like cocktail sauce in the glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now don't get outrageous, but just think a little over what you would be willing to pay, basically.
It's probably more than this, but I'm going to say 30.
Well, it's $15, but
Okay.
You went
I
a little.
was going fancy.
Yeah, I told you it's not fancy, but it's just out of your price range for what you'd be willing to pay for something like that.
15. That's still a lot for just cocktail shrimp.
Yeah. I'll give you another one. A blackened redfish for a main course.
Blackened redfish. 25.
$40.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. Is I'm just like, So yeah,
that better be the best damn fish ever.
Yeah, soup of the day is $10, and I'm just like, it's in a small. It's in a small thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's in a small little thing. So yeah, I saw that and I was just like, there's not like a whole lot to work with here, and
yeah,
I just we'll just eat something before we go, and then we'll have like food on the way home or something. I don't know. Just seemed really, really annoying as far as like prices go. So. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Now, Justin, you did say you got some copyright claims.
I did. It does also specify that the owner allows it to be used on YouTube, but there is a chance the stream could go down.
Yeah. So we do have a backup, and if we so we do have a backup, and I think we'll have a show next week. I can't remember if I can't have a show next week.
Okay.
But if we do have a show, I'm pretty sure we have a show next week. but we can do my backup next week if you want. That is some funny. We have a backup just in case.
Yeah.
The backup's really funny, so we'll definitely use that at some point.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, so exciting. I am
All right.
ready.
Hopefully the stream doesn't go down.
Yeah, I kind of have it playing on the other.
I have it. I'm watching it on my phone, so I'm keeping an eye on it.
All right, I'll focus on this then. Okay, so just as everyone's aware, we've turned down the volume quite a bit.
Yeah.
You can still hear what's going on, but
all the claims of the damn music.
Yeah, so you can still hear what's going on, but it is going to be lower, just so y'all are aware. We did a test before we went live, and from our end, we think that we can hear it. For the music is, these people back in the 1950s, they did not know how to balance audio. And the music is significantly louder than the dialogue.
Yeah.
So the dialogue is going to be lower. We are aware of this. We're just letting you know. I just want to, yeah.
Yeah. So, let us know if you can't hear the people talking at all.
Yes. If it is a little lower, that's on purpose. But if you can't hear it at all, then that's a problem.
Okay. We shall give this a try.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're talking a lot. This is so
how
much
do you know it's love?
I don't know. How is it? It's Ruben.
How do you know?
The inventor of the Reuben sandwich. He knows things. He has a doctorate in sandwiches. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I bet that wallpaper is very colorful. We just can't tell because
that is a very thick robe.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I'm also wearing a, kind of a decent robe, but it's
That's a huge corsage.
That's a fake. Oh. Okay.
Oh, I don't know, Jack. You're the only girl I've dated in 2 months. We get along fine.
A whole 2 months. Wow.
Oh my God.
I think so, but I'll have to think about it.
Yeah. So yeah, can you guys hear them talking at all?
Yes. Can you hear them talking? Because now y'all see what our problem was.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Now, StreamYard is obviously delayed, so
right.
If someone says something before I see it. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da.
It says we have 4 people, so.
All right. I'm assuming it's fine.
Yeah.
No one has said anything. So no one said anything. I assume it's fine. All right. Okay.
That's hideous wallpaper.
It's glorious. What do you mean?
Hello, Mom. Have a nice time? I'll say.
No.
Jack's awfully handsome. Such a smooth dancer.
And what about himself?
Mom,
What about
how can I
person?
tell if... I mean, how did you know when you were in love with Dad?
Oh, when he whipped it out.
Ah, yes, it was 18 inches. Yes. It was a model car. Oh, that's our dream car that we've always wanted.
Found my Prince Charming. Most people fall in love quite a few times in their lives.
Mom, how come you're 85?
Quite a few times of falling in love. How old are you? What do you mean, quite a few times? Because when I hear quite a few times, I'm thinking like 7 to 10. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, you fell in love 7 to 10 times before you met your husband? Are you sure you fell in love and it wasn't infatuation? Are you sure, Mom? Should we be having this conversation?
Yeah.
Do you actually even know what you're talking about? Just, I'm definitely not retweeting your thing. That's fine. And I
Oh,
definitely didn't
right.
just realize that you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I definitely didn't
We're
just realize
professionals.
that I didn't retweet you last week. I'm sorry. Oopsies. Very professional. Okay. All right.
Really in love? Well, I'll have to think about that. Let's save it tomorrow, shall we?
All right. Good night.
Good night, dear.
Gotta put your robe on. You're not gonna put it.
Most people fall in love quite a few times. I wonder if Jack knows that.
So that was horrible advice. Generally speaking, this is going to be really annoying and vague, but you'll know.
Usually, yeah.
So it's like one of those where I can't tell you because everyone is different in how they discover it and their reaction to it, right? Someone said, oh, you feel the butterflies and whatever. It's like, I don't think I've ever felt butterflies involving people. Like, that's just not something my body does as a reaction, Grinning like an idiot when you think of them. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's one of my things. Is you just think of them and you say their name or something and you just grin like an absolute moron. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway with me. So it's just stuff like that. It's like, yeah, well, some of the like signs, it's just like, I know these are signs that people say they have, but it's like I actually don't know if people actually have some of these signs, and other people, yeah, it kind of depends on you, but you will know. Now, if you start going into denial about it, that's a whole nother can of worms that has to be opened. But just saying. All right, now we get to guys' point of view. I'm excited.
Tell you, I haven't dated any girl but Nora in 2 months. We're really in love.
A whole 2 months.
A whole two. What is this? What's happening here? Are y'all married? What is this? What is this setup? Because this is the setup of 1950s married couples. Now I'm confused. Right? Like,
I think that's supposed to be his older brother, but he's in his 30s.
yeah. That's why I'm like. So this is how a couple in the 50s would sleep. So now I'm confused about why you two fully grown men are sleeping beside each other. I am very.
You were really in love with Betty and Mary and Dallas?
If this is his dad, I have further questions. Okay.
I don't know who else. And there'll be others, I suppose.
Oh, no. That's over with. You know, Bob, Nora
I've dated her for 3 months.
She's just
Yeah.
as beautiful as...
Beautiful. And you think that's all that matters?
Well,
Okay.
yeah.
First of all, he literally got to his first bullet point.
Yeah.
You didn't even let him finish it. He was like, well, she's really beautiful. She's just like, and then you cut him off. It's like, oh, that's all you think? It's like, whoa, buddy, calm down. You haven't even let him actually talk about it. And this might shock you, dude, even though it shouldn't. Usually the first thing guys notice are the looks of the person they like, generally speaking. That's like the first thing. With chicks, it's, sometimes it is that, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's their sense of humor, sometimes it's their charm, It could be, it's just, the chicks has a lot of time, there's a little bit more variety, generally speaking. That could just be my personal bias. But from what I have heard from both my own husband and then all my guy friends, it always seems to be the looks seems to be the first thing that they notice.
Mhm.
That seems to be more universal with guys. So, all right.
Yeah.
So that's not really surprising. So I'm assuming he's a teenager or early 20s. So very not surprising if that's the case.
But I mean, but Bob here looks like he's in his 30s.
1000% this man is in his 30s, and I'm now really like confused. Like, look, he's in his 30s and he's like bunking it up with his brother, question mark? And he went to bed before him? What is happening? What are you doing? But getting married in your 30s was unusual in the 50s, right?
Generally speaking, my grandparents were married when they were 18 and 17.
Oh yeah, I think that's when my grandparents married too. Yeah, right about that time. And then like the next year they had my aunt. So
Mhm.
yep. That's kind of that was just kind of how it went back then. Yes, and
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what he's doing. This man confuses me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And get in bed, will you?
Gay.
Did you feel this way when you fell in love?
Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. I need to hear this whole thing.
Okay.
And you think that's all that matters? Oh, hurry up and get in bed, will you?
Bob, did you feel this way when you fell in love with Jean?
Oh,
God, no.
So first of all, my brain has convinced me that this guy's gay. So I definitely. So Gene is like one of those names that could go either way.
Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah. Like, now I have to ask, how old is he? Because he looks like he should be married to this person. And because he's here, he's clearly not, and I'm confused. I'm also confused on where they live because one of the flags say Rice and the other says Harvard. Those are
Those are different schools.
Oh, Rice is near where I live, and Harvard is in
Boston.
the Northeast. Yeah. So, I just have questions. I have questions.
lots of times. The trouble with you is, you don't seem to understand what love is really about. You young punks go to the movies a couple of times, do a little necking, and you think you're in love.
That's got hormones.
Yeah.
This is gay. Yeah, I know. This seems very gay. I'm getting very gay vibes off of the older brother.
Yeah.
All right. It is rolling off of him. Yeah.
Ram Bam, is this the time to be gay?
Yes.
I'm still so happy I found that.
Oh my god, I still need to clip that.
Anything like it.
All I wanted to do was ask. You don't have to get sore about it, do you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack, but look at it this way. You just haven't been around enough to know what love really is. Believe me, it's nothing like the
Yeah,
slut
because he's a
they give you in the
stupid
movies.
teenager.
Yeah, teenagers are all dumb. We know this.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know, Bob.
That's right. You don't know. Maybe you would understand better if...
That's right. You don't know. And then end credits.
Yeah.
Gene and me tomorrow night.
Why, sure, Bob. That would be swell. Sure you wouldn't mind?
Not if you let me get some sleep now. Good
Okay, I
night.
gotta see the chick
Good
he's
night.
with. Because I know it's a chick because it's the 1950s. I just don't believe he's... I don't believe he's into women.
Oh, Jack, that sounds like loads of fun. See you tonight. Goodbye. Guess what?
Unironically, that shirt is great, and I would totally have it. If it's appropriate, like, colors with the flannel.
Yeah.
Jane has the most beautiful diamond. Oh, that's fine, dear.
Mom, why is our mirror angled down?
Yeah, why is it angled down above the fireplace? And why is there a
Because
rug
then it'll
here?
show the camera on the set.
Oh, I went a different route. My brain went in a very filthy different direction with that. That's fine. Nada, yep.
Oh, I was just thinking that they might help you to understand how your capacity for love grows and develops.
Your capacity for love?
Wow.
Look at this one.
Oh, Mother, did you have to keep that?
Yes. Those are baby photos.
Yeah.
How old are you? What do you mean? Yeah. By the way, if your parents don't have at least a few embarrassing photos of you, what's going on there? You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows they take embarrassing pictures of you so that they blackmail you so that you'll take care of them in their old age.
Yes.
This is the way of things.
Yes.
Wait, you were in love even then.
What?
Every baby loves its parents for their care.
No. I don't know. That's a weird question. Or this is like a weird statement. Every baby is in love with their parents. I don't like that. I don't like that wording. I think I know what they're trying to say, but I'm gonna say no to that.
Yeah, Ram Bam, I'm 53 and my mother still has all my old photos. Exactly.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
it's literally your part of your duty as a parent to take embarrassing photos.
Of course, some people expect that care and protection all their lives. They never grow up. But it's
True.
Actually true.
now compare that with this picture.
Oh, that's the boy who used to live next door. My, how he did love his
Why was the bear's head staring at the camera?
Right? Why do you have a picture of
That
him?
kind of love too. Possessiveness. A love for the things you own.
Some of us never get over being possessive when we're in love, do we?
You're beginning to understand.
Okay.
That was a stretch, Mom.
So he was just holding his teddy bear. First of all, I don't even know why you have this strange child that apparently y'all have no contact with at all anymore. And you're
Yeah, it's not like he's like you two have been best friends as you grew up together. So like then it wouldn't be that unusual because he knows the family. You know, he's like an extension almost. You have it like, oh, it's that kid. I remember him.
I mean,
Why do you have like a single picture of him then? I mean, if he was like in a group shot, that'd be one thing, but
yeah, like now if this ended up being the guy that that the storytelling is slightly better, it's still weird that you just have that photo.
yeah.
It would be better if she had that photo tucked away when she was cleaning out her drawers. She found it and she forgot about it. That would make more sense. But even then, I think it would make even more sense if she had like, I don't know, him when he was like older, because it's weird to have just this random kid in your. It's just weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Oh. Here's a snap that shows how we learn to return love by doing
6.
things for others.
That's
Really?
6-year-old?
There's no way that's a 6-year-old. Fuck off.
Stage of love?
Yeah,
10 at the youngest.
at least 10.
Why, that's Betty and Ellen and Anne.
Age 6.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. There was a time when I wouldn't look at anyone but my special friend. I guess that was a...
I'm sorry? You
What?
wouldn't look at anyone but your special friends? Are you okay?
I mean, it's one thing to have like, your best friend that you always, hang out with at school, but not even acknowledging anyone else?
No. Weird.
Yeah, Rambit, that is not a 6-year-old.
And boys
Yeah.
go through a similar stage when they stick together in gangs and won't have anything to do with girls.
We soon changed that.
Now let's see.
Okay.
Oh, do you remember this picture?
The captain of the football team
Why do you
Age-
have this
Age
picture?
6.
3 years ago. He never knew how much I loved him.
Why do you have this picture? I need answers.
Why not have it be her current boyfriend?
Why is so weird?
I guess he never knew I existed at all.
Yeah, I
So
still
why
took
do you have?
picture.
So why does your mom have a picture of him?
He's in the locker room too, right? He's in the locker room.
Yeah.
Why do you have a picture of this man in the locker room?
He is pretty strapping for a 6-year-old though.
Here, captain of the football team. That was 2 or 3 years ago.
It's not like they got this off his social media, okay?
I guess he never knew I existed at all.
There's cyber stalking him.
So what is this album?
Yeah, there's like just one picture like right in the middle, and then the next page has like 3 pictures. Like, what is
And
this?
there's random people in there you don't know anymore.
Why, that's Morris. I'd almost completely forgotten him.
How many people have you completely forgotten?
And it really was important as a part of learning how to love and be loved.
I think I can tell Puppy. Oh, look. There's the couple who met at camp last summer. I certainly caught them.
What is happening? What?
For the physical side.
So you're a voyeur then?
Sometimes this is mistaken for mature love, but there's a difference.
Mature love. That's a new way of thinking about it. How can you tell when love is mature?
Well, mature
Now's the time to be gay.
Oh my god.
mature love has something of the other kind of love in it and something more.
Helpful, Mom.
Yeah.
Unselfish, cooperative.
When I get serious about somebody, Mom, I want to have that kind of love.
Okay.
That's a good idea, dear.
Yeah?
If you aren't sure, you can always ask yourself some questions. Are we really interested in the same things? Do we feel at ease together? Are we proud of each other?
Oh God, no, he's embarrassing.
Things such as
Yeah.
religion, marriage, children, money, and so on.
Thanks, Mother. I know that'll help.
I hope
But what
so,
about the
dear.
poo tang?
Oh my god.
Are we really...
Wait, why was the lamp on the floor?
I don't know.
Feel at ease together. Are we proud of each other?
You've been
No.
dating for 2 months.
Yeah, seriously.
I wonder. I'm going to watch Bob and Jean. See if they have a mature love.
I would hope so. They're in their 30s.
Meanwhile, in Times Square.
Yeah, what the hell? We're in like Temple of Doom. What happened?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time.
I just sat down. I'm having a wonderful time. Okay.
We've made small talk till we made it to the restaurant. I'm having a
Yes.
great time.
This is so good.
Here before. Oh, we're so glad you could come. This is one of our favorite spots.
Yes, we sort of found it together, you might say, and we come here quite often. Oh, the real Chinese dishes are over here.
Thanks, Bob.
The
As
real ones,
opposed to the fake ones.
the fake Chinese dishes for white people are over here. And if you want authentic cuisine, which you can't handle because this is the 1950s and no one knows what seasonings are yet, because we use Jell-O instead of seasonings. It's you can have it over here, but you will die. You will die.
Yeah.
What came today?
What? Oh, the season tickets for our concert series.
And guess what? You're
What?
going to have to sit through another concert by that young French pianist you didn't like.
You mean the same one we saw last season?
That's right. Maybe this year you'll agree with me that he has real talent.
What is this conversation?
What? They're talking about their season tickets to some sort of art music show.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know you could get season tickets for that, but okay.
Yeah.
And now they're they're complaining about the quality. They're bickering about the quality of a pianist.
It's like,
Gotta be
Hannah-
very careful. Gotta be very careful how you say it.
Yeah.
But only if he's improved.
Oh, Bob. Well, at least we'll have fun debating it.
Yeah, I'm also
Bob and Jean
confused.
have a mature love. Are they interested in the same thing?
No.
I'll say they are.
Are you sure?
They seem to have so many things to talk about.
Why are y'all sharing them? Do you have two menus? Why are you sharing?
That is nauseating.
Okay.
It's like just read the damn menu.
You come here all the time. Why are we even discussing this?
Don't you have a usual by now? You come here all the time.
Yeah. I usually find one dish I like at a restaurant, and unless I'm feeling like changing it up,
Yeah.
and then sometimes I regret that, but sometimes, it's just,
Sometimes you feel adventurous. Yeah. But you get the dish that you know they can make well, you like it, so you just keep ordering that thing every time you go there because you're not going there all the time.
yeah.
So yeah, most people have a usual.
I'm starting to think they're lying to us.
Do together.
Say, Nora, talking about music, have you heard the new recording of the Brahms Violin Concerto?
Well, no.
God no, that sounds boring as hell.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Are Jack and I interested in the same thing?
You barely had a conversation for 5 seconds, okay? Hey, did you hear this? No. All right, and that's the end of that conversation. What
No,
amazing.
No, okay. We joke that they've only been together for 2 months, but that's at least enough time to know that if you have things in common or not.
Surely on the first date you talked about things, yes?
Yeah.
And surely there's been a second or third or even fourth
Yeah,
at this point. And
You must have had conversations before now, right? In
Okay.
2 months?
if you have been dating for, I know they've only been for 2 months. Now, if we're talking about being in love after 2 months, that's a different conversation.
That's a different story entirely. But by 2 months, you should at least know if you're interested because you know that there's some chemistry there and you have similar interests.
The fact that you're asking, do we have anything in common? And you're 2 months in, you need to reevaluate whether you want to be in this.
Yes.
relationship, okay.
I mean, her blank expression when he talked about some violin concerto, and it's like, okay, so that tells me you do not have similar musical interests.
Yeah.
So, okay, what else?
Have you honestly not talked about what your favorite music is? I'm just saying. Yeah.
I wonder. Another question Mom asked. Do we feel at ease with each other?
No, I'm always on eggshells.
No telling what we'll get, but I'm willing to take a chance if you are.
Oh, that's the fun of it, Bob. What about some of this watercress salad?
That's a fine idea.
What?
A what?
A watercress salad at a Chinese food restaurant? I'm Googling. This feels incorrect. All right.
I mean, maybe they're ordering from the white person part of the menu.
Okay. So a watercress salad. Let me see.
We should get X-Wing in here.
What is watercress salad? Watercress salad is a fresh salad primarily made of watercress, that type of lettuce, a peppery, leafy green vegetable, often paired with other ingredients, radishes, apples, or oranges to balance the flavor, and typically dressed with a light vinaigrette dressing. My favorite salad to get at a Chinese food restaurant.
Yeah.
Doesn't that just sound like you would order that at a Chinese restaurant?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, when I think of Chinese food, I think of vinaigrette.
I think of oranges, yeah.
Actually, orange chicken.
Well, that's fair.
I'm more concerned about the vinaigrette dressing.
Yeah.
Right? No, they said like a seaweed salad, right? Or an ahi tuna salad. Like, okay. All right, now we're talking. Like that sounds more like your
Oh, yeah, I'm not denying that there are like Chinese salads. There absolutely are. Anything that has a vinaigrette,
No.
that
I highly doubt there's going to be a Chinese restaurant.
I'm pressing X to doubt.
Yeah. So,
Bob certainly are at ease with each other. But what about us?
Well, I've made up my mind. I'm going to have the leg of lamb.
at the
At a-
Chinese restaurant?
At a Chinese place.
This is a Chinese food restaurant. I'm not. This isn't just like a generic like American or Italian place, right?
Yeah.
They specifically made it clear it's Chinese food.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, all right, because I think I'm going crazy. None of this is on a Chinese food menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Matchy.
They try Chinese dish.
That's all right if you like that stuff. Me, I'll stick to the lamb.
Now, that might be the most male answer ever.
It's okay if you like the Chinese food at the Chinese food restaurant, but I'm gonna get the rack of lamb. It's like, okay, so there has to be a white person section of this menu. There's no, I mean, I'm serious. There's no other answer. I don't have any other rationale. There is a white person section of this menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, that might be the most male answer possible. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna get this.
True.
Well, oh, come on, Nora. Take a chance with us on the lobster Cantonese.
Oh, I'd like that. No, I don't always feel at ease with Jack. He's so unpredictable. I guess I am too. We don't
Well,
really know.
time to commit seppuku.
Mom talks
Oh
about
my
being
God.
proud of each other. I wonder if I could ever be as proud of Jack as Jean is of Bob. Not right here and now, maybe.
I'm just saying that he seems to have more chemistry with his brother's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Than he has with you. Now I understand you're probably a little socially awkward because it looks like you're 16 and you know everyone's an idiot socially awkward at 16 for the most part.
Yes.
But like I would try to engage. Also, surely the brother is seeing what's happening at this point because he is significantly older and he can I mean
Yeah.
it's kind of your duty as an older sibling to help your younger sibling out for being a bit of an idiot. And they don't know it yet. So
Out on that ball diamond, anybody would be proud of him. But I wonder if we'd ever agree on basic things.
Jack, you know who I saw today? I saw Bill Johnson on this line. You know,
Not Bill Johnson.
Oh my God.
Like cowboys.
Kids are such fun. Don't you think so, Nora? Well,
I am still a kid.
it's a way
Well, I'm literally still a minor, so I have no idea what you're talking about, quite frankly.
Bob and I are still in high school. What are you talking about?
Hey, don't you love kids, 16-year-old girl? What? No? I'm 16? Ideally, I shouldn't be having anything to do with kids except for babysitting them, all right?
Yeah.
with our
But we saw the dangers of babysitting a few weeks ago.
Those are empty plates.
We've never talked about things like that.
Yeah.
Or religion, or marriage, or money.
You're 2 months in. You should.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're 16, 2 months in. You should not be talking about religion, marriage, and money. Oh my God. Y'all don't have money unless you're working a part-time job.
Yeah. And I mean, it was a lot more common back then for you to get a job right out of high school, and it was a entry-level job that I was actually an entry position, and it got you into the business.
Oh my God.
And then you could build a career off of it.
Yeah. Oh, I will. I am kind of. I'm smacking a little on this show, or this short a little bit. But I will say, as the former 16-year-old girl. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is actually not that ridiculous of internal dialogue to have at 16. Now, I didn't date anyone in high school. Yeah, I don't really know why. Moving on. But it is very easy to fall into the trap, especially like when you have like you have TV shows, and books and movies and stuff that show like all this, and you don't think of yourself as being 16 when you're 16, right?
Right.
You do think of yourself as being a little older. You're not. Like you're just not. And you do overthink when it comes to relationships, and that's part of the maturity process. Is, hey, maybe this person that I've known for like 2 weeks, I don't need to imagine our marriage together.
Right.
That is a maturity thing. Like you definitely should be like, okay, so I should get to know this person, right? We shouldn't worry about like, are we going to get married or whatever? Because if we do, we do. If we don't, we don't, right?
Right.
That shouldn't be something you're even like remotely worried about, until I would say the earliest you could bring up the idea of like, do you want to get married and stuff? I would say 6 months in. I would just enjoy the people's company.
Yeah.
Till that point. And then, you can start having conversations, and I would say move in together about a year in, would be my advice. You want to live with that person before you get married to them. Just kind of, just what I think is the correct thing to do. Obviously not what they're going to be doing in the 1950s, but it's just, if they're the right person, then you should take your time. Now, you don't need to go at like a snail's pace, right? You're engaged for 8 years, but like,
I mean, it also depends on how old and mature the people are as well. Because
I'm thinking early 20s.
If you're because like the younger you are, the more insecure you are. If you're older, you can kind of cut out some of the more childish nonsense because you're older than that. Like, I think Becky and I had been dating for like 5 months before I proposed.
Damn. Did you actually like know did you know each other before?
Okay, so we met in September of 2013.
Okay.
We started making it official in like January.
Okay. So that's an additional 4 months of knowing that person.
Yeah, and then I proposed in like June or July.
No, that's like additional 5th. So,
but I was also 31.
Oh, that's entirely different then. If you're being in your 20s, it's totally fine taking it slow. Once you hit like your 30s and up, it's a little quicker, is more, and also depends on how much do you see each other, how much do you talk to each other, how often are you, like Loki and I talked like every single day for a year. And then we did decide to move in together because we thought that would be like a better option. And it wasn't a risk. Yeah, it was a little bit of a risk. We both admit that, but it totally paid off. And we had seen each other obviously we'd like see each other in person several times before we moved in together. But his lease was up right around the time. It was, a little bit before mine was, but it just made sense. So, and we moved in together. But we lived with each other. So we dated for about a year, moved into with each other for like about a year, and then we got engaged for like a year-ish. So
sounds right, because I remember when he proposed.
Yeah, it was a little slow just because it was long distance too. So that's easier. So it's kind of like we were making up for all the time that we didn't actually get to hang out with each other, and with that year of living together at first. So it just depends. Sometimes you know immediately. Sometimes you need to know. There is a difference. It is generally accepted that you date about a year before you get engaged. And then my advice would be you need to live with that person, whether you are engaged or just dating, for some amount of time before you marry them. Because once you marry them, it's an entirely obnoxious process to do that. So you want to make sure that you want to,
or at the very least, take premarital counseling classes.
very bare minimum.
Very important.
If you're not going to live with each other, bare minimum, you need to do that.
Yeah.
Kind of my advice on that. Now, for me personally, the living together before you get married was really important to me because I value my space. And that's like a testing thing, you know? Coincidentally, Loki also values his space. So that kind of just worked out when it came to that. So, yeah. And, to me, if you're not gonna live with each other, do premarital counseling. If you are gonna live with each other, you can still do premarital counseling. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you want to just get a list and talk it out, that is also something you can do depending on your maturity level. If you're older and more mature, you can do that. I feel like fairly well. But if you do want to get a third neutral party involved, there's nothing wrong with that. We didn't do premarital counseling because we basically had talked about everything that was on any list that I saw. We were very well acquainted with each other's finances, religion, all that kind of stuff. Kids, all that. Hell, I even know how he wants to have his funeral done. So,
I assume it's a Viking funeral.
I said you're allowed to have half of your remains have a Viking funeral, but the other half have to stay with me. So, and I get to pick which half. So,
wow.
But no, half of you staying with me. Damn it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, you want to be cremated? That's your business. All right. I have no idea. I haven't really thought about it myself because it's kind of one of those, does it? After I die, I don't really know.
You know what surprised me?
It's one of those kind of I don't actually know if it's going to matter to me after.
I have joked that I want the coffin just dropped right into the hole, and then you play the Nintendo Game Over music.
Oh, I've half joked because I think this would be cool. I want a solid black marble mausoleum with a Grim Reaper out front, so that I can I want it to be nice and spooky. Okay, torches along the walls. Oh yeah, proper black coffin, like the old style, not just the rectangle. A proper black coffin. Okay, super extra.
Okay.
I now have an addition of I want the I want whoever the pallbearers are. Okay, I want the Undertaker music to play as they're walking. Okay, we're just.
You mean the funeral dirge?
Yes, because it actually is the appropriate music. It is. So you can't well, I had an argument with my mom about I wanted to walk down the aisle to the Imperial March from Star Wars instead of the Here Comes the Bride. And she said no. They're just no, you're not doing that. I was like, but it's the same beat, okay? Da, 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 da,
it's very similar.
Yes, and instead of is it Here Comes the Bride? And is it?
Well, I mean the Imperial March is essentially the funeral dirge.
Yes. I wanted it. I wanted the Imperial March, but like I wanted to walk down the aisle to
Hey,
it.
Jester.
Just say. Oh, hello. It's fine that you're like, what the? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right. I want a spooky. I want my body rested in the most spooky place, and I want neighborhood children to tell stories about how it's haunted. Okay. I want like traps in there so I can spook.
What
them.
about like what about like holographic projectors? You know, to like cast your image like walking across the walls and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want big spook.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the foreground portrait. Give me some ravens. All right. Hell yeah. All right, we're doing it. All right, just saying. All right, at least I was like, well, I know some people get like, you know, an angel or something. Nah, give me the Grim Reaper. Okay, I want some big spookage. Maximum spookage. All right.
Okay.
And my parents were just like, do you even know how much that's going to cost? I'm like, I don't care. I'm dead. That's somebody else's problem. This will be in my last will and testament. You have to do it. It's required.
Anyway, 50s dating advice.
Anyway, moving on.
Understand? They do have a mature love.
I would hope so.
I mean, they're 35. I would hope so. Yeah.
Like I don't even know how they're not married yet.
Yeah.
At the dance with me. In the garden, you know.
Okay.
Well, I guess after seeing Bob and Jean, well, I think that love, a real mature love, is
Yeah.
more than I'd imagined.
I guess so.
Yeah.
On Bob and Jean, it looks all right. But
They're
We're not
30.
ready for that kind of attachment, are we?
No, you're
We can
60.
still have a lot of fun, can't we?
sure we can.
Yeah, just have
Would
fun.
you like?
Yeah.
How about going roller skating next Friday night?
Oh my god, we finally did it. Okay, yeah, that's the appropriate date.
Wow. Yeah.
Perfect. Why the hell did we have Chinese food restaurant that served like
Arlena.
hello Arlita? That was an epic failure. Okay, I
Yeah.
don't even know, but yeah,
Oh, Jack, that's a wonderful idea.
it
That's
is.
the kind of fun.
It is. That sounds like fun.
That's
About
perfect.
15.
You can share a milkshake, right?
Yeah.
You know, get some fries.
Good night.
Good night.
That's great, actually. Yeah.
All right. Could you
That
tell
was-
so could you tell that was love?
That was very confusing. Are you ready for the marriage? All right, Josh, this is going to be very fun for you and Ida as two married people.
Yes.
This is going to be very fun. Oh no, it's the Reuben Sandwich Man.
We're back to Reuben Hill.
We're back. Oh my goodness.
And the girl's the same.
Oh my god, they're making out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Spray him down with the water bottle. Actually, you're not. Your fucking mouth is on her ear. What's happening?
Yeah.
But, okay, are you making out with her ear? Why does kissing in movies always look awkward? Have you noticed that?
Good night, darling.
I mean, it is an awkward position for two people to be in, especially if they're not familiar with each other.
Yeah.
Fighting about our getting married.
Married.
So, can I come in or not? Or
You're 16, Josh.
denied.
Rejected. Or maybe not. I actually have no idea how old they are all now.
Well, so I put the shorts in order of the seriousness of the relationship.
Oh, okay. I'm
Right.
excited.
Is it love? Now, are you ready for marriage? And the next one's a little more serious.
Okay.
And she said yes.
Yes.
Going to be married in August.
That was your proposal? You didn't even get down on one knee or have a ring. What's it?
Still better than my proposal to Becky.
Hey, your proposal's hilarious, okay? It's so funny. I remember it. Okay.
I at least remembered a ring.
Hey, want to get married? Yeah, sure. That's so
Right.
good. That is the funniest shit.
Well, no, it was what I had planned on saying, I just completely left my mind when I took out the ring, and I just went, "You want this?"
Oh my god, it's funnier than I remembered it. Oh my god. I thought you were trapped in a car when it was pouring down rain outside, and you were just like, "Want to get married?" And she was like, "Sure." That's how I remembered it.
No. We're having our date, and I had bought a ring, and I was like, I had thought of what I wanted to say, and when I took out the ring, I got on one knee, and what I wanted to say just completely left, and it was just like, "You want this?"
Were you out in public when you did that?
Yeah.
Oh.
We-
Why do I remember it so differently?
I don't know. Yeah, we weren't in the car when we talked about that.
This is one of those Mandela effect things
Yeah.
that allows me to still be right.
Yeah.
All right. So apparently they're engaged now.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, married? She's just finishing high school. And you still...
Okay.
All right. So she's
She's
17 now.
So
Okay.
she's still in high school. Well, she
Yep.
could be 18.
Okay. So just finishing high school. What is he?
2 years at the university.
So he's like 19, 20.
Okay. That's not unheard of. So,
Yeah.
all right. Fine. All right.
Especially at this time period.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you going to do for money?
we're going to pay something to put her in junior college here in town for 2 years.
Progressive of you.
But instead of going to college, she'll get a full-time job in campus town.
Oh.
Then she doesn't care anymore about education. So
Have you asked her? I think she doesn't care anymore about education. Okay, buddy, you have made a very wrong misstep because you apparently don't know something that serious. Yikes.
Well, I mean, everyone knows her place is in the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're talking about college.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought you were the expert, woman.
I am. Damn it.
with my part-time job, we'll get by.
You're going to be selling plasma, aren't you?
Yeah.
You two probably want to be alone.
He abandoned ship and didn't even pick up his drink. Oh my god. He abandoned ship so fast.
Oh, Larry,
Well, what's the matter?
it's the folks say we had a terrible scene. I couldn't sleep a wink. They don't approve. They say I'm too young.
You are, in my opinion, but this is also the 1950s. I can guarantee you they got married around this age. Your parents did. So I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah. And
Huh?
also, something we also need to, we should mention, people were a lot, 17, 18, 19-year-olds, way more mature then than they are now.
Yeah. Well, they had to grow up quicker just because of what the
Yes.
times were. So
Yes, it was a rough time to be alive. So I mean, you have the Great Depression, you have World War II. So yeah,
and now they're in the middle of the Cold War. You know, Vietnam is about to start happening, right?
well, Vietnam's still a ways off. You have
Is it
Korea
70s?
happening though.
Yeah, I always get those two mixed up when it comes to time.
Yes, you had the Korean
Korea,
War. Yeah, happening.
Korea was like 50s, 60s, and then Vietnam was 70s. Yeah,
It was 60s and 70s. Yeah.
70s. Yeah. I always flip them. So yep. Our two big L's.
2 more years of schooling before I even get engaged. Oh, Larry.
Oh well, you'll be an adult and they can't tell you what to do.
Sweetheart,
They might have to pay for it.
relax and act normal till after your graduation next week. Then I can borrow Phil's car. Down to Greenville. There's a justice of the peace down there.
I'll marry him.
Honey.
But Larry, I wanted a church wedding. And all the parties and showers for me, too. And my
And all the
Like-
free shit.
I feel like you have this shit correct. I mean, the guy had a quote unquote bachelorette party that really just had to do with us walking around, me and my maid of honor fucking walking around shopping. And then we went to a place to get some fresh seafood off the coast. And then we played arcade games until our rehearsal dinner, which was like an hour after that.
Mhm.
So, in order for
I'm-
us to cram everything in, we had to like basically put the bachelor and bachelorette parties at the same time, and then go to the rehearsal dinner after that. So, wasn't anything crazy.
My bachelor party was my best man. He came over. We went out, got some lunch, and then we went back to my apartment and watched a movie. And we just that was it.
That's about right.
It was just us hanging out. It was...
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that would break Mom's heart.
Well, we're the ones that are getting married,
Okay.
folks.
Okay. All right. He's
Well,
concerning.
well, you tone it down there, buddy. That was needlessly aggressive.
Yes, you're being a little aggressive for really no reason at all.
Yeah.
All right, chill out.
Oh, no. I read somewhere that a marriage without parents' approval has 2 strikes on it from the start.
I don't know where you read that.
Can I see your data, please?
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't. Maybe you could convince your folks that you should get married.
Oh.
Oh.
I'll bet we could get some advice from the marriage counselor over at the church.
Holy shit! I thought he was about to suggest, I'll get you pregnant. I swear to God, I thought that's where that was going. I was just waiting for it.
The shotgun wedding.
Oh, well, just tell your parents you're pregnant and they'll let you get married. I'm actually surprised he did not go with that.
Ram Bam?
What?
The Korean War was from June 1960 to July 1953. I think there's a slight problem there.
No, that makes total sense to me.
Ran 7 years backwards. Okay.
Oh, Arlena, you're gonna have a bachelorette party. Let me know when that's happening, and I'll see if I can make it work. Or I'm guessing it's gonna be a virtual bachelorette party, because I don't know if I can travel places. I will have to see about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
But not too virtual, because I imagine with Arlena, things would be cancelable very quickly.
Oh, I just meant like in like a Discord call or a StreamYards, like behind.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Church. His name is Hall. Bill told me about him. He teaches a
Oh, yeah, Bill.
family living.
Yeah.
Do you think he could help me with my folks?
He'll beat him into submission. I know it.
Oh my goodness.
My folks don't understand the way I feel. So that's sorry, Mr. Hall. Do you think you can help us get married?
Why, I'm in favor of marriage. In fact, I spend a good deal of my time helping people to get ready for marriage. Now, let's say we've known each other for
3 months, 1 week, 2 days, and
Oh, God.
Okay. All right, calm down.
As long does she have like the hours down too?
I'm sure. Oh. Oh my God.
And you're 18, Sue? And 19, Larry? Have either of you ever been in love before?
Well, but not like this. This is the real thing.
Wrong answer. The immediate jump to be defensive is an immediate red flag.
Yeah. It's like, you haven't given this any thought, have you?
Nope. Then I know why her parents are disapproving now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the little snaps of anger for no real reason. Like, yeah, there's red flags with this guy.
Yeah, I wouldn't marry him.
I had a chum in college who had the real thing with 8 successive girls.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How many baby mamas is in that?
Yeah. Oh my. Okay. All right.
You have it. It's a very important factor in building a happy marriage. But tell me, how do you know it's real love? The kind you can get married on?
Why, ever since I first...
No.
No.
Him. He needs to
Don't
answer.
don't avoid the question. When you start off with when you're asked a question and you immediately start with qualifiers, there's a problem.
Well, actually, I think he was talking to the guy. So it's even worse that she answered. Right?
Okay.
Did he? Hold on. Let me.
All right, if you have it, fine. It's a very important factor in building a happy marriage. But tell me, how do you know it's real love?
He said, "Tell me." I thought he said, "Tommy." Okay.
Okay. No, because I took it as he was asking both of them.
Okay. I thought he said Tommy. I thought he was talking to the guy.
I thought his name was Jeff.
I'm not paying attention to their names. I'm just to be honest with you.
Okay.
The kind you can get married on?
Why, ever since I first met Larry, I haven't wanted to date anyone.
Oh, Larry.
The whole
Okay.
3 months now. And besides, I haven't even had one quarrel with him.
No.
Really?
You just had one. Did they not? They just had a look.
Yeah.
Like she came to him and was like, "Hey, I don't know what to do. My parents are saying no." And his response was, "We'll force it." That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, quarrel. Why not? No differences of opinion? Or no opinions? What do you
Don't you know love is musty and hurtful?
Oh,
Yes.
movies and popular songs.
Orchestras, dancing.
And
Larry's chosen profession, engineering?
no, I don't understand any of it. I don't like to hear about it.
Sue,
I have a feeling she doesn't understand a lot of things.
I have a feeling she doesn't even know him. And he doesn't know her at all. Like, I just have a feeling these two have no idea who each other are.
But they talk about movies and popular songs.
Yeah? You can,
That's not superficial at all.
yeah, this might be surprising. But you can actually talk to people about that on the bus. Complete strangers.
Ew.
What?
But they're not strangers. They've been together for 3 months, 2 weeks, 3 days, whatever it was.
Yeah? All right. Okay, hold on.
I didn't know you felt that way.
It's because you never listen.
Yeah, with him. He's just like, yeah, this is not gonna fucking work out. I don't even know if y'all don't even know each other. Okay, you cannot get married. So
Well, it seems you two may have some things to talk over and settle.
everything.
Might well
Yeah.
ask yourself some questions before you get too serious about marriage.
Oh, what do you mean?
What sort of questions?
Well, questions for Cupid. You might say he should ask them before he fires those arrows. We call this Cupid's checklist.
Why do you have that?
Similar basis for your ideals and standards. Second, are you real friends? Comrades,
I mean,
pals.
okay, you can have very different backgrounds.
Yeah.
It should be similar interests,
Yes.
not similar backgrounds. That's a very classist checklist. Oh, yes, you wouldn't want to marry a poor.
They're from the black neighborhood. You can't go there.
No, you're too white. Yes.
I would. Yeah. I mean, it's so if you had a similar upbringing, it helps you relate to somebody a little bit easier, but it's not necessary for a relationship.
Nah. I'd say similar interests are far superior.
Similar,
over
yes.
that. Yeah.
Much more important.
Because, like, you want to be able to talk to this person about things.
Yeah.
They're going to be your closest companion. So, you're going to want to have similar interests. Or
Yeah.
else, what the hell are you going to do?
Yeah.
So,
Through thick and thin. And third, do you both understand marriage?
I'm going to bring up the volume just a smidgen.
Yeah, because we have a lot of talking right now.
Yeah. So,
Oh, not the kind in
There we
most
go.
movies or in most popular songs.
Oh, we like movies and popular songs.
yeah. Hold on a second. I'm actually going to roll him back because I gotta hear.
Are you real friends? Comrades, pals, through thick and thin.
I agree with that one.
Third,
Yeah.
do you both understand marriage?
No,
Oh,
I do not.
not the kind in most movies or in most popular songs, but the real everyday kind of marriage between real people. Do you understand it?
Oh, golly, Mr.
Well,
Hall,
yeah, I
know
was
the
in the
answer to
last
all those
short.
questions. I
Yeah.
just know that I'm in love with Sue. Is that bad?
No, that's good.
Sure.
You're so
When
demanding.
you recognize that you don't know the answers, it's a good sign.
I don't know. I think we're friends.
You're not if you have to ask that question. I should say it.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, I think we're friends.
You think so?
I think we are.
Okay. We've how long have we known each other?
Too damn long.
I think 2019 is when we met.
Yeah. Yeah, 2019.
I think so, yeah.
I think we became friends, like, I'd say, like, a year or two later. Like, properly. Whenever we started doing the show together, and we started talking and stuff, whenever we both realized that we both like EFAP. I think that was kind of the beginning.
That
I don't
was
know
the
what-
impetus. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, we became aware of each other's existence in 2019. And then whenever that happened, which I have no idea when that is, and quite frankly, I don't feel like scrolling up to figure out at our DMs when that was.
Yeah.
That was too much time. But I would say sometime in 2020.
2020, yeah, because I think it was 2021 when you asked me to be a full-time person on this show.
Yeah. So.
Wow, has it been that long already?
I know, right? It's crazy.
And maybe we can understand marriage, but backgrounds, how do they affect getting married?
Well, come over here a minute. Perhaps I can show you what I mean.
Okay.
That, I call it a marriage development board.
What?
It represents the psychological distance between a husband and a wife.
What the hell is this?
This is horse shit. What the fuck is happening?
Based on what? What is the evidence for this? Whatever this is.
I would love to know what the hell you're married. What are you measuring psychological distance as? What is the measurement for that? What does that even mean?
Yeah.
Why are there two babies on the board? I don't understand at all what's happening. Okay, I'm fascinated.
But
What does it all mean?
I don't
well,
know.
Yeah.
I'll set it up for you and Sue. When you are born, you
Okay.
inherit a great many differences from your parents. That's part of your background.
Right.
That makes sense, all right.
Now, as you grow up, you each develop separate and unique personalities.
Yeah.
Your mental growth, your emotional outlook, your standards and ideals. Larry, your distinctly masculine outlook on life, and Sue, your feminine way of looking at things,
Is wrong.
These two
Okay. Hold
love
on.
and be loved.
Okay.
These and many other ways, you each acquire a background. So
Oh,
that
bye,
when you
Penny.
first met, you were
Bye-bye.
probably farther apart. Probably more distinct individuals than when you were born.
But I don't want to marry a girl like me. I want to marry a man like him.
But now's the time to be gay.
Homophobe! Oh my goodness, you homophobe!
We need to cancel Sue.
Oh my god!
So even though we're close together here, we don't know how far apart we are there.
That's right.
I don't know how far apart
Romantic is
anyone.
probably an old physical reaction. A romantic attraction that pulls you together. A love appeal that hits you sort of
What the fuck?
boing.
It's really, well,
What is this? What the fuck is happening, Josh?
I mean, there have been times I've seen a girl and I've gone boing, but it's not what he's talking about. What the hell?
What is happening?
I don't know.
I'm gonna go and say it. I'm baffled. I'm
Well,
baffled.
it happened to me. It happens in some degree to most couples who become happily married. But it takes more than this boing. For you see, if you're too far apart psychologically, if your backgrounds are not similar enough, it can cause a great deal of argument. And
Okay, first of all, how is this graph working on the x-axis? I need to know because I don't understand. Shouldn't they be at the same place? They should be starting at 0 and they should be going like to the right only. Why are they in two separate places?
I do not understand this graph.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
I mean, when you met Loki, did you feel a boing?
No, I'm a woman. That's not how that works. Okay.
Bill,
it's gone.
Where'd it go?
that's what you'll be saying.
Oh my
about
god, the
romantic-
rubber band!
It's vanished. Oh my god, black magic. It's witchcraft. Oh my goodness.
What is happening?
I'm so confused.
love, things cause a breakup.
No, sir. This is forever with Larry and me.
Fine, I hope so. But don't you think it's wise to take time to find out how much strain these differences might put on your romantic love?
But there isn't any.
He is talking about fucking interests and values. He is. He's just saying it in the most stupid way possible.
He really is.
Okay. All right.
Time. Larry's going away in a couple of months.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. We have finally figured out why y'all are rushing so hard.
Okay.
Yep. He's going away. Okay. All right.
Did you two ever see these figures on length of engagement and how it relates to chances for happiness in marriage? Two separate studies.
One, I want to see the data that backs up the study. Two, did your 3-year-old draw this?
3. What's happening on the y-axis? Chance for happiness should be the top of it. Right? That should be the name of the fucking graph, right?
And then why is the line like 3 different colors, but there's no way of telling what they are?
Also, so I should be married. I should be engaged for 3 years before I get married, according to this graph.
That's what it's saying, yeah. And again, I want to... What's the data that backs up this graph?
I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. This is baffling. I agree that being engaged for a while
Sure.
is perfectly okay. I would say a year is pretty solid. That's normal, right? I say if you're pushing it past 2 or 3, I think you're.
Yeah.
I think once you hit 3 years, unless it is a financial thing, right, where it's like,
Mhm.
okay, I want to be engaged to you, like I want to take that next step, but we're waiting so that we can have our dream wedding. Our dream
Right.
wedding's expensive and stuff like that. So.
Or if someone is like like in medical school or something very time consuming. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's perfectly reasonable, and those are fine. But just like the normal average person, there's no reason you should be engaged for 3 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Generally speaking. So
Please. The chance for happiness. It's fair for 6 months. Better for a year. Better for a year or 2 years.
Is that because there's a better chance to find out some of these differences and become real friends?
So that's when you date.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're dating. You shouldn't be engaged unless you are like ready to get married.
Yeah. And like dating is figuring all that kind of stuff out. Engagement is okay. You're the one. Let's start prepping to have our lives be together.
Yeah, we're ready to be married. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chance to find out if your relationship will wear well.
Yes, but can't we settle these differences after we're married?
No.
And if you aren't successful, before you become too deeply involved, find out if the distance might turn out to be too great.
Stop saying it.
Here's another angle that should interest you both. How age when married?
Ah!
The chance for happiness.
15?
The chances.
I have concerns. So he is chance for happiness is peak at 32.
Yes.
Bizarre.
Damn it, I should have waited one more year.
Oh my god.
I was 31 when we got married.
Oh my goodness.
As our man reaches 21 or so.
All right, I want to see the woman.
The same study showed that the woman.
Again, no raw data at all.
No, I would say it's entirely wrong. As far as like, if you're only talking about age. Now, I'm getting rid of a 15 number. I'm thinking 20 to 40 would be the
The sample size.
the sample. Yeah, I don't know why we're talking about 15-year-olds like that means anything, or there's a big enough amount of people that are doing that. I would say likelihood.
I mean, again, at this time period, it wasn't uncommon for like an 18 and a 17-year-old to get married.
I understand. I don't like age when married, chance for happiness. I would say
That's so vague. Like, how do you determine what is happiness for one couple but not happiness for another? Like, it's
yeah. I like age when married. Women get rid of the 15, start at 20, right, and then go to 40 instead. And then I don't like chance for happiness, but that curve. I think there is something else you could label that I would be like, all right. And I'd probably say start of marriage, like when you get married, right? And then chance for longevity or something. I don't know. Because when you mature later, I would say you have a higher chance of maintaining, right? Like if you get married too young, a lot of the times that ends in divorce, right? Not all the time, right? There are always exceptions, but a lot of the time does.
And it was a little different back then. There was more of a, this is a lifelong commitment, and they were committed to doing that.
Yes. So, yeah. I'll just throw both these graphs away, quite frankly.
must be
Yeah,
plenty
they're trash.
before the chances for happiness begin.
Again, it looks like the line is painted.
Why?
It's look
Yeah.
weird.
What's the difference between
Exactly.
19 and 21 or so?
A
Differences
lot.
in you
Holy
the next-
shit.
Yeah.
You have no idea. The difference between 19 and 21 is huge.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You can sign up and join the military before the age of 18, but you can't rent a car before 25 because they know the younger you are, the more reckless you are with vehicles.
Yes.
So no, responsibilities they dish them out slowly.
Yes.
Few years. You, Larry, and you, Sue. Young people seem to change and mature in these years, from 18 to 21 or even later. So that a person you might marry at 18 or so will seem like quite a different person to you a few years later.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Doesn't take an engineer to see that we're on the bad part of the curve of these graphs. All of them.
Yeah. I see our chances aren't so good now.
I guess we hate each other now.
I thought you were going to help us get married.
That is not a marriage counselor's job.
No.
I believe I can. I think you two have a lot.
Oh, thanks for the needless dramatic pause.
Yeah, so all y'all need to do is basically date each other for a few
Yeah.
years.
Slow it down. That's basically all you have to do.
I would say y'all need to date each other for 2 years because y'all are incredibly immature right now. At least 2 more years of dating.
Yeah.
At least for you two, I would say. I would not say that to everybody, but for
And
these
also-
two in particular, yeah.
And the basics of find out what's really truly important to the other person and get to know that part of them. Are they religious? And if they are, how important is that to them? What are their passions? Does she like to paint? Does he like to write? Whatever it might be. Does he play a musical instrument? I don't know. This is the time to figure all that out when you're dating.
Yeah.
Because it's very important when you're dating and you get those deal breakers, you listen to them.
Yeah.
Mary. And yet you wouldn't try to plan and build a house in 3 months, would you? Shouldn't a marriage have better planning?
Yes.
Oh.
If you two are going to build a successful family team that will last for 40 or 50 years, how long do you think it should take to get ready for it?
Does it depend on how good the boing is?
How do we know when we've done it?
When the two of you are ready for marriage, you'll sense a new feeling between you. The two of you united as a pair.
Hold
Thinking as
on.
one unit, acting as one
Hold
unit, and
on.
What?
Hold on. I hadn't been watching the watch together, so hold on. I need to.
What?
Okay. Where what? Oh no! What happened?
What?
Come on, load.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right. How do we know when we've done it?
That should be something that gets memed.
How do we know if we've done it? Oh my goodness.
I wanted to make sure I heard that correctly.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Hold on.
I guess.
Let me screenshot that time code. There we go.
Okay. How do we know when we've done it? Okay.
Now, indeed, it is a mystery.
All right. All right. Go back to the dolls.
Yep. Oh God.
Okay, that was all.
All
When
right.
the two of you are ready for marriage, you'll sense a new feeling between you. The two of you united as a pair, thinking as one unit, acting as one unit in the building of a marriage and a new family. Your sense of pairedness shows up in the way in which you consider what's best for the pair of you over what you want individually for yourself. Think
Yeah?
how often you speak of things
Uh-huh.
from my point of view instead of ours. How often you say, I want.
What's with this dramatic close-up?
Right?
I guess it wasn't my folks that needed convincing, it's me. I mean, it's us, isn't it, Larry?
Yeah, we'll say.
Okay.
And so,
Yeah.
in terms of the checklist,
Okay.
Larry and Sue began to examine their readiness for marriage.
Do we have similar backgrounds?
No.
Do
we
you?
agree on our
I don't know.
religious beliefs? And have the same feelings about religion in general?
You
Yeah.
know,
Do we
God
have the
and
same
stuff.
ideals
Like,
Yeah.
I worship Vishnu.
and tastes?
Oh my god. Also, I'm turning the volume back down, smidgen.
Oh, yeah.
Do we enjoy
There we go.
the same friends? Do we share the same interests?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, sharing interests. Wow, what a novel concept.
Sue and me. Are we real friends?
Are we? Oh my god.
Do we have a real happiness in being together?
I would hope so.
Or just
Yeah?
doing nothing
I
together?
hope, yeah.
Does each of us really want to make the other one happy?
I would hope so.
Do we have a real interest in each other?
I would hope so.
And a sense of pride in each other?
I would hope so.
Do we know each other's peculiarities?
I hope so.
How peculiar are we talking?
Yeah, right?
Can we quarrel and come out of it with something better than before?
I would hope so.
Do we really understand marriage?
I would hope so.
They could have just watched the previous short.
Right?
I mean, she was in it, so
Have enough money to do more than just get by.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do we understand the physical aspects and the family side of marriage?
The physical sides of marriage. Oh, what book are they looking at there?
Right?
Overall, do we have a
This is a real good one, son. You got to get her to do this.
Yes.
Those questions were helping us to find out just how strong our relationship was. And
Who
helping us
wears
to
a tie when they're doing the dishes?
Also, it's a silly looking
The
tie.
next time we called on Mr. Hall, we realized how much he had been helping us. He had been talking for some time with our parents, and there seemed to be general agreement that Sue and I now had a much better idea of just how much psychological distance still separated us.
If you want to, Sue, your mother and I, we can make arrangements for you to begin school at
Wait, they're her parents?
Larry, instead of at the junior college.
They look like they're old enough to be your grandparents.
Then,
Right?
if you two get along, in school, that is. If you continue to reduce the psychological distance, then perhaps at Christmas vacation or at Easter vacation, we'll be glad to announce the engagement.
Oh, Larry!
I have no hope for these two. I'm just saying.
I have a feeling when he goes away to college, it's going to change everything.
Yep.
He's going to meet someone else. It won't be too much longer for these two.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got any faith.
Yeah.
And then we can be married when Larry graduates in 2 years. I mean, 1 year and 10 months and...
Stop.
Oh.
Stop. Stop. Oh my god, stop. No, that's annoying.
Sue, that bugs me when you do that. Stop it.
Opportunity to work things out together. If you both still want it.
I guess you might say we're engaged to be engaged.
What are you doing with her brooch?
Well, you can't grip a boob, so he's got to grip the brooch.
Now do you think we have anything more than...
Bang!
Why, yes.
Hold on. For science.
Yes, this is very important.
Say, now do you think we have anything more than
Bang.
There we go.
Yeah,
I screenshotted
I think we made
it.
a good
All right.
start toward
All right.
getting ready for marriage.
But you know, they make pills for that boing if you when you get older.
Oh my goodness. All right.
More cornet
Oh
films?
my god! Marriage is a partnership. Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah! Oh, we have Rockwood. Oh, that's a... Okay.
Hey, at least it's not Reuben again.
Urban sandwich man.
Rockwood, what a fantastic marriage counselor's name.
Yeah, right? It's a train. It's slowly approaching.
There's no music, you can boost it up a little.
Can't turn back.
Okay.
Took a lot of courage to get on this train.
Oh,
I wonder what will happen from now on.
okay.
Oh, then the music starts.
Oh my god!
In the last year, our first year of marriage.
Okay.
Gee, we got a good start.
Yeah.
Oh.
I remember coming home from a wonderful honeymoon.
Uh-huh.
We were so fortunate.
He's wearing like the sleaziest looking suit ever.
Mother
Right?
owned a two-family house. She was a widow.
Hi!
for years, and we were going.
You have a roommate?
Is it a duplex?
Two-family house. So,
So I guess
think-
it's a duplex?
yeah, but it doesn't look like a duplex.
Not really.
All right. Well, you know,
Drinkers. Pete had a good job. Working
Not
the
good
same
enough.
night as my dad.
Not good enough to buy a suit that fits him properly.
We met at the
yeah, that
church.
thing's swat. Look at those pants! Holy shit!
Still haven't forgiven Daddy for not telling me about Pete. In our 2 years of courting and engagement, we had come to know a lot about each other.
Oh, God.
Learned to love each other in
All
a way
right,
that
there we go.
stood the
Yeah.
test of 2 years' time, anyway.
Oh, that's a mirror. I was so confused about the layout of this house. That's a mirror. Okay. Right? That is a mirror?
Or is it a doorway?
I don't know, because now I don't understand what this room is that you're stepping into.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is an archway.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I was like, it has to be a mirror because this
There
looks
we
silly.
were, in our own place. Place that was to be our home.
All right.
at least
Show
for
me.
a while.
Show me the. I want to know.
Well,
So you just got married and you only have like 4 bags?
both so
This is they just
tired.
moved in.
Nice fireplace.
Yeah, that's a pretty kick-ass fireplace.
I would love that fireplace.
Yeah, right.
Madam, here is thy royal throne. Seat thyself in royal
Okay.
state while I
So he's
shall
obviously
thy
gay,
royal
right? We both agree. Okay.
Tis creamed and sugared exactly to my taste.
They're both annoying.
Thou shalt be my royal.
I hate them.
I hope this is a divorce.
from this day forward.
Have and to hold. Oh, Pete.
God, I was not fucking this cringe after my marriage. Okay.
No. When Becky and I got to the apartment after our wedding day, we almost immediately went to bed and fell asleep. They don't tell you how exhausting that day is.
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I can take my shoes off.
I'll always love you, darling. Always.
Wouldn't it be wonderful if time would stand still? If we could always keep what we have tonight.
Well, you should. What do you mean?
Yeah.
From the beginning, we were learning to live together and to love together. Learning to adjust different sexual responses.
What?
Oh.
Time
Oh.
Hold on. Bit of a risque thing to say in the 19.
I'll admit I did not preview watch this one. maybe I should have.
I did not see that coming.
Hold on. Let me just do a quick little skim through that. Normally I preview watch the shorts, but I did not do it for this one. So just hold on.
Just like, not that they would show anything super risque in the 1950s, because
no,
it's the 1950s.
The fact that they addressed sex.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay,
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Okay. Come on. Oh, you're taking a long time to load.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to play the video.
Ah!
I'm not seeing anything else.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna hit play.
Doesn't stand still. And marriage is far more than loving together and enjoying companionship. It's making decisions together.
Yes.
And we had to learn to plan as partners. That first Monday morning, I was so proud of my man going out to earn a living for us.
Yeah.
And Pete was so proud of me, cooking our first married meal. Then, suddenly, it was time for Pete to go to work. He said he didn't want to go, but he was a responsible married man now.
Yeah?
Well,
I would hope he's just responsible in general.
Yeah.
Because, like, surely he had this job before he got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
you marry, you have to adjust to many changes. And well, we had decided I should quit my job when we married.
Oh.
Maybe I should say quit my paycheck. I still had a job.
So you sound like you are incredibly resentful of the fact
Sounds
that
a little bitter there, honey.
So this is something y'all should have talked about. It kind of sounds like he pressured you into quitting your job when you didn't want to. And quite frankly, maybe because y'all are in a duplex in the 1950s when wasn't it like more common to have your own house back then?
I mean, housing prices were a lot cheaper.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what with inflation. I don't really actually know if it was more common for newlyweds to be able to just outright buy, like, get a house. You know what I mean?
I mean, it might have been more common, but the cost of living was still much lower.
True. I don't know. I
mean, remember last week when we saw the grocery list that was like $14?
Oh, shut up! I can't believe
Which according to like the inflation calculator was around like $350.
Insane, by the way.
Yeah.
The weeks went by. Sometimes I regretted that decision to quit my job.
Uh-oh.
For one thing, I missed those paychecks.
Oh no.
And staying home was hard.
This
It was an adjustment.
this is how like a this is how like a serial killer starts.
Yeah, I feel like I'm watching a true crime documentary right now. I'm concerned.
Where's the Ewu voice?
Right?
What started as a normal relationship soon ended in tragedy.
Oh my
God.
god.
Than being a married pair. One thing was our partnership in handling the money. Conflicts over money can be a real problem in marriage.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
How Pete's salary
The vast majority of divorces end due to financial problems.
Yes.
we decided together. So our joint decisions on this and other problems of home management helped in my adjustments from a working girl to a non-employed wife. Aided by little bits of fun and thoughtfulness, the partnership flourished.
I mean, David Ramsey should be taught in schools.
Yeah.
Pete's contributions to my sense of
He
accomplishment.
absolutely saved our finances when we first got married.
Oh my goodness.
About cooking and keeping house. And sometimes those things can seem unimportant and dull. Believe me.
Rambam, at least she can cook, unlike the bimbo last week.
True.
Of course, that works both ways. I tried to learn about Pete's job. Sometimes I shared his enthusiasms. And there were times when I had to help
Those are cast iron skillets. You can't just ignore them while you're cooking.
No. God damn it, woman.
It's all part of the partnership.
There we go.
Of course, our marriage had its ups and downs.
Yeah.
They all do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we had worked out pretty good adjustments on affections and our sex life. Decisions
Oh
about
my.
matters. Adjusting to each other.
He likes it when I spank him and cover him with cream cheese.
Oh god.
But on another potential source of trouble, in-laws.
Oh no. Did you get the shitty end of the stick?
Move into that two-family house. I thought of all those mother-in-law.
Okay. Look, there are two front entrances.
Yeah.
Okay. It's split down here. You see?
Yes.
Split down that.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Shay.
Hey, okay. All right. It is a duplex. They did not make it obvious the first time. So, I thought, honestly, this would just be like a
This is a
decent
decent-sized duplex.
Yeah, it's like I'm kind of looking at it like, holy shit! Like depending on how deep it is, like how long it is in the back, like
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is like
because,
a
like, we're
really
not-
nice
yeah,
upper
yeah, we're-
middle, you know.
Yeah, we're not seeing like the size of the whole house, so we don't know how big their spaces are, but this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Jokes. Still, they couldn't apply to nice people like us. But there were things like I was planning my first bridge luncheon.
Honey, Jane can't come on Thursday. Wonder who I should get for 4th.
Oh, we now cut live to the bridge luncheon planning.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe she wouldn't enjoy playing with a bunch of giddy girls.
Oh, honey, she'd love it. She likes young people.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh, so he invited.
Mother-in-law. He invited her. Oh my god, he invited his mom.
Yep.
Oh no. Oh no, she's gonna judge it. Oh god. Oh
Yep.
no. Oh god, how many times have I seen this?
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'm bringing a fancy cake. It was delicious. Everyone said.
Yeah.
Make a good party.
Yeah, they're just being polite.
My party.
Yeah.
Afterwards,
Like,
was glad I had asked her.
if someone invites you over to a party and the food is still substandard, but they cooked it themselves, you still you say it was good.
Yeah.
It's just being polite.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay.
Said she couldn't come upstairs, that something was going on. Might have felt left out. How did I feel?
I'm cleaning you all out.
Old fish bowl.
Yeah.
But I couldn't explain it to Pete. Oh, it wasn't all bad. Pete's mother and I had good times together. Shopping, for instance. I could learn a lot from her. Her experience in getting bargains. Her little tips on Pete's special likes. and
How to be a
dislikes.
Karen.
Oh my god.
Well, one afternoon, Pete stopped in upstairs to deliver a package his mother had asked him to pick up. And it turned into a habit to drop into his mother's on his way.
I just realized the duplex neighbors
It's
are
his
his
mom.
parents. Okay, that just dawned on me.
That would be a nightmare.
I love my parents.
Mm-hmm.
The four of us could not live together.
Yeah. There, Shay's got it right there.
That is no. He's a mama's boy. I was thinking the exact same thing.
Away from work 3 times a week. I didn't mind so much supper being late. I kept telling myself. But somehow, it seemed on those nights, we always got into an argument, sooner or later.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
I tried to tell Pete how I felt, but it was no use. He'd just get sore and make some crack about my family.
Oh my god.
I thought
Wow.
my family was pretty wonderful. Why, Dad and I were real pals.
They actually seem
We talked things over.
chill.
Again, that looks like your grandfather.
Yeah. Unless he's blonde.
Mom. We had some good
That's-
chats
that's
together
true.
on Saturday afternoons when Pete would play golf. It was a joy to see the way Mom and Dad
Here's your
understood each
juice.
other,
Here's your juice, Mr.
each
Biden.
other's needs,
Oh my god.
sometimes without a word being spoken. They had really grown together in their marriage. Why couldn't we? Well,
Because you're in the process of growing older.
Yeah, right?
They're already there.
Exactly.
Hard winter. Meanwhile, we were still working out other adjustments together.
Uh-huh.
Little things. My serving liver and learning to enjoy it because Pete liked it so much.
Ew.
Okay, so just so we're all aware, you can make different things
Yeah.
for dinner. So you can make liver and onions for him, all right? But you can also make something else for you, or you can like make extra sides to make up for it, right? So you can have like a little bit of that liver and onion, but then you can add like a whole like fuck ton of mashed potatoes that you can dip them in, and then it will cover the taste if you really, really want it, right?
Yeah.
So if you are that desperate to eat the same thing, you can do it that way, you know, or
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he just has liver and onions when he goes and visits his parents or something. I don't, you know, it's just.
Mm-hmm. I know, Shay. I do not like liver and onions. I really don't.
I can't imagine it. I can't imagine eating something that is literally an organ that gets rid of toxins. You know what I mean? Like I have no idea why on earth you would ever want to do that.
Yeah.
So, it might be delicious. I just can't get over that part.
Yeah.
So.
Things. Pete's realizing that a wife still likes to go out once in a while.
Oh, how nice of him.
Our engagement,
Yeah.
with tickets to a special show he knew I'd been wanting to see.
Hey, why don't you take your dad?
Life isn't all Hollywood moonbeams and honeysuckle, but it can be mighty satisfying at times.
Uh-huh.
Came spring, and my first spring house cleaning. And, well...
Oh, dear God, that would take forever to clean the windows with something that small.
No.
Told me how how to do
I don't think I've
things.
ever cleaned the exterior of the windows.
Whatever I did, she did too.
First, we get a lot of rain and pollen in the spring. Second,
Yes.
the summer, it's too damn hot. Third, the fall would be the only time you would want to do that, okay? The winter, it's too stupid cold, okay? So I just, unless they're really dirty, okay? Like
Yeah.
noticeably dirty, there is no reason, in my opinion, to clean the windows. Right? Like, plus, our blinds are always closed, and so are our curtains for the most part. Sometimes they're open, right? If it's a nice day, we'll open everything up. But generally speaking, our blinds are closed, right? Just generally.
Yeah.
But because we have enough like lights happening in here that we don't necessarily need to. And plus, our kitchen window is like our kitchen window. We keep the blinds up a little bit because there's that little ledge there that we put stuff on. So like, and that has a lot of light to it. So
yeah, for the most part, most of our windows we have the blinds and drapes covering it for the most part. We have a few that we some of the south facing windows we usually keep open to let in natural light, but the ones that are facing, either east or west, we usually have those closed.
Yeah, it's like our bathroom has a window that's like one of those like that you can't really see inside.
A privacy window, yeah.
Yeah, so that has a lot of natural light that comes through because it is west facing. So like in the afternoon, like you don't need any lights in the bathroom because it's so bright in there. Okay, like it is insane. Even in like the master bedroom, it's so much light that it like for the most part you don't need any light in there turned on. There's the windows that we don't have anything covered that are like our door and stuff, and it's just like there's enough natural light coming in that really, you don't really need that much. Like the kitchen light for the most part is always on in our house, but like, I can't imagine every spring having to clean the windows. I just can't. I cannot imagine doing that. Because for the most part, especially since this is a porch that's covered,
Yeah, it's not. It shouldn't be getting that dirty.
How dirty is it? It shouldn't be exactly.
In a different
and that's tiny.
And it seemed to me she always thought her way was better.
Oh God, she's competing with her.
So many little situations that probably wouldn't have mattered if we hadn't lived in the same house.
But again, that squeegee, it would take forever with something that small.
Yep.
Mad.
Are you seriously angry cleaning now?
After supper,
I don't know if they're both competing.
Seemed right to talk to Pete about us, but suddenly,
Daddy, I got a surprise in today's mail. An offer of another job. Wonderful job. But way over in Central City.
Oh, we'd have to move? Oh no.
Let's talk it over.
Central City. So the Flash is going to be there.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing really decisive about the influence of your parents on our marriage.
Mine?
Hold on. Hold on, I gotta back up. I've got to back up. Hold on.
What did he
I
say?
was not fucking prepared for what he just said. Okay.
I was too distracted by Central City and thinking of the
Me
Flash.
too. I was thinking of Iris and fucking Wally West. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I was in total like La La Land when he dropped that, so I'm just gonna
Pete about us.
Okay.
But suddenly,
Daddy, I got a surprise in today's mail. An offer of another job.
Okay.
Wonderful job. But way over in Central City.
Right.
Let's talk it over.
All right.
It's time we get away do something really decisive about the influence of your parents on our marriage.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay. So
You're
you're
the
an
one.
idiot.
You're in the same house as your parents.
You are literally living under the same roof as your parents. Okay? Literally living
Yeah.
under the same roof. You're telling me that her parents, which from what I have gathered, don't even interact with you, okay? Which is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Now it's perfectly normal for like the kid of the parents to visit more, but you've never visited them from what I have seen in the short, okay? And yet your mother seems to always you seem to always be over at your parents' house. And you seem to always I don't know, she's hung out with your parent. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
So I was totally fine with the also your tie looks silly. But I was totally fine with the fact that you want to get away from your parents, and actually properly,
Properly move out. Yeah.
yes, okay. Perfectly happy with that. You did not need to throw in the I don't like the influence of your parents thing, right?
That is. Yeah.
That
That is lacking any self-awareness.
That's not just lacking any self-awareness. That is lacking that was just unnecessary. You didn't need to say that.
No. That is a self-own.
Yes. Also, to the guy who, every day, apparently, according to this short, went up and visited his parents.
Yeah.
But okay. All right. Hold on.
Parents.
Listen to me all the way, honey, before you get mad.
I'm already mad. You started wrong, and now I don't know how you're supposed to undo this. Sure, I'll listen, but I'm pissed. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay.
Well, we've got to talk this thing out.
Okay. You're not
You know
helping.
what it's like working in the same plant as your wife's father.
Why has this not been brought up at all? Was this barely mentioned and we just kind of
I do not remember hearing that he works with her dad.
Okay, well, first of all, is it in the same plant or do you work underneath him? Because factories are fucking huge, okay?
Yeah.
If you're working at this
is he your boss?
Yeah, is he your boss? That's a different dynamic, and I could see the problem there.
Yeah.
Also, why have you never mentioned this to her? Because this clearly you've never mentioned this to her before. Okay.
Dad likes you, Pete. He's done so much for you.
Oh, sure he has, dear. I know. Your dad's been swell.
Yeah, but...
Try to understand me.
Okay. Explain.
It means so much to have you understand.
Okay, explain.
Golly,
You're pissing me off. Explain.
I feel that way, Pete. You just do. There must be reasons.
Explain!
Yeah.
What is your... Plus, if you're getting another job, this is nothing. Who cares?
Yeah.
Honestly, okay, well, I got another job with better pay, but we're gonna have to move. And it's okay. So we're both getting out of our parents, of each other's parents' influence. When? Let's go.
Yeah. This should be a no-brainer.
I don't even know what we're doing now. Okay. Now, but because he has decided to formulate this like an absolute moron, he has to explain his problem with her dad now.
Right.
Because you have decided you've explained it poorly. Okay. You should have said, hey, I'm having a hard time working under your father, because he's a little harder on me because I'm married to his daughter. And I know that you've had some struggles with, living in the same, I'm sure you've had some struggles living in the same place as my parents. So why don't we kind of break three of both? I have a new job offer. I'm going to take it, and it's in a different location. So we're going to move there, and it's close enough that we'll be able to visit them, but we'll begin to develop a different relationship with our in-laws that will be healthier. There you go. That's what you need to say.
Yeah.
that because yes, I agree with that wholeheartedly. You need to move out of this house, and he needs to get a different job, and y'all can disentangle yourself from having like the roommate relationship with your in-laws, dude, and then the employer-employee relationship with her in-laws, right? And those are two, and that complicates those relationships.
Yes.
And don't really allow them to bloom and actually like take shape individually. It just makes it more complicated. So if you move away, you can disentangle that, and all of a sudden you're in a healthier relationship. And you can grow together instead of separately, which is what y'all have been doing. So, all right, dude, I need an explanation. Give me an explanation.
Well, they may not seem very important to you.
Tell me, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
Things like, well,
Uh-huh.
when I got that promotion in December,
Okay.
you said how grand it was of your dad to help. I mean, praising me to the boss and all. Oh, I felt as though I earned that raise myself.
Did you? When is this? How many months were you just sitting on this feeling?
Again, I understand where he's coming from.
Me too, but I'm just like, dude, you should have said
But you're
something.
making it hard for me to root for you.
Yeah. Why didn't you say anything?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's something to bring up. Like, hey,
Yeah.
hon, it really bothered me that you kind of you gave your father the credit for me getting the promotion. But I felt like I earned that myself.
It's like you have a wrestler that's supposed to be the baby face, but they're doing the heel promo. He's doing it so badly.
Or they're very clearly a heel and they're acting like a baby face and they're annoying you and you can't stand them. Rhea. Oh, sorry, got something struck in my throat there.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Charlotte when she tried to do a babyface promo the other night. It's like, what are you doing?
I'm perfectly happy with two heels going at each other. That's fun. That's great. That's fun. Why are we not doing that?
Because they're turning Tiffy face.
So lame. Both of them need to be heels. Okay. Scarlett needs to go into bad bitch mean girl. Okay. And then Rhea needs to go into the girl you don't want your son to date. Okay. That's the girl, the bad one with the motorcycle. All right. We just need to lean into that. All right. Stop wearing shirts with your face on it. Okay. Stop it. That's lame. So lame. Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
Yeah.
Pete.
Influence like that didn't help me with the other fellas.
Of course it wouldn't.
I appreciated your dad's efforts. I wanted you to appreciate mine.
Okay, you should have brought it up then, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I guess.
Darling, how could I have been so stupid?
I wouldn't say that with a smile on my face, but
No.
I live some empathy points there, but
yeah.
You carried our family troubles to your folks and spoke of their house as home and compared us with your folks.
I understand.
Yeah, we should have talked about this then.
Come to think of it, Peter, I suppose part of me never really did get married.
What?
How could I build our marriage with part of me wanting them to approve everything I did?
How did Pete flip this? How did he flip this? Holy shit, he flipped it. Oh my god.
Wow. She's pretty malleable, isn't she?
I'm very worried at the moment. That was perfect as far as a flip goes. Okay, so if she never mentions his in-laws, I am very worried about her. I'm worried for her safety because that was very, very scarily well done.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, mention his parents. Mention his parents. Mention you need to talk it out. No, but
difference when you see the other fellow's point of view.
no,
Oh.
mention his parents.
I recognize that you aren't the only one with problems.
You need to mention your problems.
But you didn't tell him about yours. That's not communication. That's taking your feelings and burying them and not sharing them with your significant other.
Oh my god, that was the perfect time to do it. He did it to you and then you need to do it. And then you need to follow up. I swear to God. Follow up.
Let it out right now.
Now.
About his mother.
Now.
Think of it as a counterattack.
Now.
He tried to understand.
Okay, so she's telling us that so they are talking about it, but they're not doing it in the scene. She's doing it in narration.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I could see that I'd been on the defensive. I hadn't understood that a widow might sort of need a man around.
How did I miss that she was a widow? Because I know they definitely said
Okay,
that.
That changes things. That does change things. So she's also she's a lonely old woman.
Okay. So first of all, let's get her some cats. Okay. So,
yeah.
Secondly,
I mean, Arwen's always looking to get rid of some. So
yes. So Arwen needs to give her some cats. Okay.
Yes.
And like I understand, but definitely should have this should have been talked about months before.
Yeah.
Oh, I got this.
And Pete said that that both of us needed to grow up more. Needed to grow away from our parents a bit more.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've grown up a lot. Just tonight.
Oh. Why couldn't they just have her tell him that not in the narration?
Sure helps a lot when you can bring things out in the open.
Yeah.
Come out together.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Central City, hon? I would like to get away to a new job. Be out my home. And it is a big change, and maybe we don't need to run away from our parents now.
Wouldn't be running away. You really want that new job, Pete? And that's what we want.
I didn't like that.
Yes, it's a big change.
A+, I'm flipping it, dude.
Yeah.
Adjustments in living. There'll be other problems ahead. Bigger problems.
Yeah.
Here there be dragons.
Yes.
Together.
Hi, honey.
Hi, where have you been?
Talking to the conductor, trying to get Pullman accommodations. And I got them.
Ooh.
What?
You're thoughtful.
Hey, Duchess, what am I doing on this seat?
What you could say. Okay.
Pete and I will both miss our folks. All of them. The grandmothers would have made good babysitters. But
They do, yeah.
job takes us, even back to our hometown. I know we'll work things out together as partners.
Yeah. I mean, I would. Okay.
All right. So,
Yes.
yeah. Why I don't understand why they didn't just continue the scene where she tells him about the issues she's been having with his parents, because that's what happened.
Nobody wants to hear about the woman problems.
They covered it in the narration, even though she was clearly talking and doing the scene. So why not just have it there?
Honestly, it could be something as simple as the audio fucked up, and they just could not.
That's always possible.
Yeah, they couldn't get the house back or whatever. They didn't realize it was fucked up, so it was too late. Or yeah.
Mm-hmm. But there is one final short.
Oh, I was about to exit out. Okay.
Yeah. No. Look at the time code.
I know. I thought it was just weird.
There is still one more short. It's only a few minutes long.
Okay.
But it's the real lesson on how to have a successful marriage.
Okay. All right. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Let's do it. How do we do it? What are we doing, guys? Is it double eagle tires? Please tell me it's double eagle tires. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, it's alive! The meme is alive! I thought it was gonna be double eagle tires.
The sandwich is practically an American institution.
True.
It's a basic essential for lunch.
You can boost the audio. That's quiet.
Okay, yeah. Also, I want a sandwich.
As far as these boys are concerned, well, hamburgers and hot dogs are their idea of a really good
I
meal.
thought that was a hoagie.
Hell yeah!
How the hell is he eating a hot dog sideways?
There's like no toppings on it. It'd be dry
Alright.
as hell.
Super lame.
When Sally Gasco and her mother bring guests home for a late snack after a movie, they have something special in the way of a sandwich in mind. Sally calls it tuna rarebit. Let's watch how she makes it.
Okay.
So, yep, the women are making sandwiches.
Sandwich for forks, an open face creation, in other words.
Okay.
That's not a sandwich if you have to eat it with a fork.
Yeah.
The basis will be rye bread, Mother's
Alright.
idea.
Okay.
We found that the spicy caraway flavor made a good contrast to the bland fish and cheese. So the edges won't harden and curl when toasted, and so they'll be easier to eat later. She cuts them lightly with a knife.
Holy cow, look at how much butter!
Holy shit, was that butter? You added 500 calories to the sandwich with the butter.
That was a huge amount of butter!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Hold on.
That was butter, right?
That's too far.
Gasco and her mother bring guests home for a late snack after a movie. They have something special.
Yeah, it's butter!
in mind. Sally calls it tuna rarebit. Let's watch how she makes it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's clearly a stick of butter.
Yeah.
This is a sandwich for forks, an open face creation, in other words, with a cheese.
If you have to eat it with a fork, it's not a sandwich.
So it is perfectly acceptable to eat a sandwich. Like, you can wrap it in, like,
Yeah.
you know, open face sandwich. Just fold it over.
Yeah.
You can make half a sandwich with one slice of bread. You just can't put as much filling in it, but you can do it. Okay.
Milk and tuna fish mixture on top.
It's a milk and tuna fish mixture.
The basis will be
Sounds
rye
gross.
bread, Mother's idea.
Rye bread,
She
okay.
found that the spicy caraway flavor made a good contrast to the bland fish.
On no planet is rye bread spicy.
No.
The hell's in your rye bread?
And cheese. So
Okay.
the edges won't harden and curl when toasted.
Okay.
So they'll be easier
Look
to
at
eat
that
later.
butter.
She cuts them lightly with a knife.
No.
Sally puts a cube.
She's
about a
cutting the crust slightly?
a double boiler.
A square inch of
finds its
butter.
way into a great many dishes in this kitchen, not only for flavor, but as a blending agent.
I'm sorry? Butter as a blending agent?
And the cream. And the cream.
And so we have butter, we have cream. We're gonna put two. What the hell are you making?
Part of the trick to entertaining unexpected
It doesn't need more.
is keeping on hand certain generally useful foods.
Is she adding more butter? Is she slicing? Is she slicing butter?
Or is it cheese?
I don't know. It's black and white. I hope it's cheese.
One of these is cheese of an easy.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay.
Which Sally is going to use as a base for the rarebit.
Okay.
The melting, she cuts this into slices in the milk and butter mixture.
Okay.
So it was cheese.
So
It's
you're
butter,
currently-
milk, and cheese right now.
So that's the base for mac and cheese, all right?
Yeah.
Why is tuna involved?
The simmer flame keeps the water boiling gently while the
Not
cheese
gonna
is
lie, this is a lot of work for a sandwich.
to other tasks. She adds the canned chunk-style tuna fish, and notice that she uses a wooden spoon to avoid
She's making it hot, Josh. I don't like tuna fish in general because I think the smell smells like cat food. But I can't imagine people who like tuna fish sandwiches would like them hot. Like the bread toasted and hot, fine. But the filling, no. Usually white.
I mean, I have had it like grilled, but not my favorite.
She's warming it up over the stove.
I know that's unique to me.
Yeah, that's bothering me.
Yeah.
If it gets warm, like ideally you'd put like lettuce leaves between the bread and the sandwich and like the filling, right, to keep the tuna fish salad from getting too hot, and also to keep the bread from being, kind of have you toast it, and then you also have the layer of lettuce there to keep it from being too and leaf lettuce. None of this stupid I hate shredded lettuce on sandwiches. It just makes a mess, and there's always too much of it. All right, leaf lettuce is superior for sandwiches. All right, but
true.
I hate it. I hate it. Whatever. Like I love Jimmy John's, but whenever when they shred their lettuce, and I'm just like, now you put like 2/3 of the sandwich filling is the lettuce. So I'm just eating bread and lettuce with a little bit of ham. Okay, what is this? I hate it. I hate it so much. Shredded lettuce is not allowed, except in like coleslaw and stuff like that.
Tacos,
it's also acceptable. Burritos and stuff like that. But if I'm making a sandwich, leaf lettuce.
Yes, completely agree.
So.
Although the tuna rarebit is fairly substantial food in itself, it is a good idea to add something for variation in color and texture.
I would love to see what the hell I'm looking at.
Dish: celery, radishes, olives, and pickles.
What the hell?
Sally adds potato chips to the menu. They used to be exclusively picnic fare, but they've joined the host of useful accessory foods which make entertaining so much easier.
And she's touching them all with her hands.
Yeah.
The bread was toasted quickly in the broiler, and the
Okay, I'm gonna go instead. I like the four oven thing that's happening here. All right, I like it a lot. That's cool. I like it.
The what?
There's 4 ovens. The oven is divided into 4s.
That's it's 2 ovens and 2 broilers.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
ready to serve.
Okay.
Let's see. What will be the beverage? Mother thinks she'll give the guests a choice of Coke or milk. When you can offer guests a choice easily.
Shay, potato chips used to be a mostly picnic of food. Boy, have we come a long way.
Wow, we're living in the future.
On each plate, and the filling, or perhaps we should say covering, goes on top.
It's still the filling. It's just your.
Sally knows you should serve cream dishes with extra caution.
Everything about this is wrong.
That does not look like tuna fish at all.
Because she boiled it. She boiled the tuna chunks and butter, milk, and cheese. God. That smell, Josh, the smell. I want you to think of the smell of that. Mac and cheese with
the smell's
boiled,
probably fine.
No, boiled hot tuna fish with mac and cheese.
Well, when tuna gets hot, it doesn't really keep its odor. It's not a very strong odor.
Okay, because I'm smelling boiled cat food. That's what I'm smelling right now in my mouth. I don't like it. I I can't with the boiled cat food. No.
If carelessness here is no asset. Great believer in the aesthetic value.
How the
of
hell am I supposed to
parsley,
eat this with
and
a
of
knife
course
and a
it's good
fork?
to eat, too.
Just pick it up.
Now a touch of Tabasco for color and a taste surprise.
A touch of Tabasco. Now, okay.
Okay.
And there's tuna rarebit a la Sally Gasco. As we said, there are sandwiches.
I'll take the burger and the dog.
A wise young homemaker using
Yep.
good techniques and
I'll take the
equipment
dry
and
hot
imagination
dog and the
to turn a
probably
sandwich into festive
lukewarm
fare.
burger. Thank you.
But that's the real way to save a marriage.
Oh,
Make a
no,
sandwich.
I love fish, Shay. Okay. I don't like tuna. Y'all don't understand. I cannot stand the smell. Okay. And it was not made better when my roommate one summer, when I was doing summer school in college to catch up because I decided to change my major 3 times. We had 2 trash cans, and I forgot that our kitchen trash can, not like one of our main trash, one of our kitchen trash cans, because we had 2, right? We had one under the sink, and then we had one kind of just out, right? She decided that she was going to throw away the leftovers of her tuna salad sandwich in the kitchen trash can under the sink that we forgot about for a few weeks.
So that's not an issue with the tuna. That's an issue with your roommate.
So, yes, but I can never unsmell that smell. And anytime I smell tuna fish like that, now, if it's like normal, like, you know, if it's cooked like normally or whatever, fine, right? I just can't unsmell that. And I can't stand the idea of eating it. It makes me gag. So, I like chicken salad, which Loki thinks smells exactly the same as tuna salad, which I think is funny. But I like chicken salad sandwiches, you know. I can't stand the smell of tuna. I just can't. So just that whole thing grossed me out. The idea of boiling mac and cheese sauce from scratch with tuna in it and serving that hot with Tabasco on toasted bread. Wow, that is no, absolutely not.
I mean, I don't mind tuna fish sandwiches. I wouldn't touch that at all.
No, yeah. And it's fine if y'all like them. My dad likes them. I know people who like them. It's fine. I do not like Shay. If it smells like fish down there, she has way bigger problems hygienically. Okay, way bigger problems. Way big. It should not smell like that. There are some bodily problems happening with that person. All right. But yeah, no, I cannot stand. I can't smell tuna. Blech. So, how to make a sandwich incorrectly? I think should have been the appropriate title. Oh my gosh! Hey, it didn't get taken down.
Yeah, I've had it on my phone the whole time. I haven't seen it take it. I've seen no issues, so I think we're good.
Nice. We did it.
We did.
Huh.
So, what did you learn about relationships today?
Get to know the person before you marry them.
It's not just about the boing.
Yeah. Communicate. You have to actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
See if you even like each other before you get married.
Yeah.
And I learned how to not make a sandwich.
Well, no. You learned how to make a really bizarre sandwich.
I learned how to make a sandwich that nobody would want. Yeah.
Yes. I learned that when you meet someone, you have that initial boing, and then you need to look at graphs that look like a 4-year-old painted them and have like some sort of dolls that illustrate how far away your psychological distance is without defining what that means in the slightest.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. And then I also learned you go to a Chinese restaurant and there's the actual Asian food section. And then I learned that you should never live in the same duplex as your widowed mother-in-law. And bury all your emotions deep inside.
Yeah.
And then make a sandwich in total silence while a bland narrator talks.
But of course.
Yes.
Well, we learned a lot.
Yes. Yes, we did.
All right. Well, that's all we got. Now, I think we'll have a show next week. I got to double check on that.
Okay.
Most likely we will, though. And if we do, boy, do I have some helpful advice.
Yes.
Very exciting.
It is.
It's wow, man. We only saw there's 129 things, and we saw the first 5, and they are glorious.
Yes. So yeah, the month of love isn't over yet.
Yeah. Just a little bit longer.
Yeah.
All right, thank y'all for coming. We will see y'all potentially next week. Most likely.
It all depends on Eris's schedule.
Yes, most likely next week, yes. But we will have to see. So, take care, y'all.
All right, bye, everyone.
Bye.